Hi, I'm Sandy Fries with the Facebook group Factually Innocent. I advocate for those who have been wrongfully convicted and also for prison reform, which I'm sure we can all agree has got to be tended to. I Googled the word advocate this morning, and this is what I found: a person who publicly supports or represents a particular cause or policy. To me, that's a rather narrow description, so I would like to expound on that definition to include the responsibilities and actions that any sincere and studious advocate is doing on behalf of you and your loved one that is incarcerated. I can't pass any information on to anyone who might be able to turn a conviction into an exoneration without first researching and feeling confident about the case myself. Court documents don't only have to be collected, they have to be studied. They're not always easy to find, so at times research is what leads you to be able to attain those. Also, to be able to help out with the case, a newspaper article, a podcast, or any other form of media that gives you a further sense of the case is a great research tool. I would encourage all of you to keep a paper and an ink pen beside of you when you're on the phone with either an incarcerated individual or a family member of an incarcerated individual, because oftentimes during a phone conversation, something is said that hasn't been either published or included in the court records that could help further the research of the case you're hoping to help. I learned from a friend of mine in New York that presentation of facts to a person who is willing to look at a case must be precise and to the point. It is much easier to have a case accepted for consideration when your homework is done and you present the information in a manner that is easy to decipher. As an advocate, I feel like it is my job to push a case. It is also my job to have the documents and other information that might be requested at my fingertips so that I can pass them forward. Networking with any like-minded individuals is pivotal for an advocate. No advocate can take ownership of any case that he or she may be trying to help. I would like to think of it as having fingers across the globe, and sometimes, close by, to both offer and accept help from others. There are a lot of networking opportunities to participate in. Events such as rallies and more formal functions are a great way to meet and share information with others. Alliances that last for years can be formed by attending these events. Media functions such as joining groups online and attending online speaking engagements are also a good way to enhance your circle of allies. Having said this, up to this point, I have been able to take care of my own expenses out of pocket. I simply can't do that anymore. Funding is needed for the purchase of office supplies. Flyers need to be made. Documents need to be copied. Letters need to be mailed. Funding is also needed to be able to attend events, hotel cost, gas, airline tickets, conference room, attracting the media, so many things. The list goes on and on. When you want to organize and do an event and you want it done well and you want the information to be presented properly, it costs. So I would like to, first of all, say to those who have already donated to my GoFundMe page, a huge thanks, and I will be acknowledging you on my GoFundMe page at some point. Also, I want to let you know that any donation is substantial. It doesn't have to be a certain amount. It doesn't have, because it adds up. But I want to thank you all for listening and have a nice evening.